Kamaru Usman, former welterweight champ, has been looking to fight the man that no one has been calling out, and his name is Khamzat Chimaev. Kamaru Usman is 36 years of age and is now on a 2-fight losing streak. Many people believed Usman was the greatest welterweight fighter of all time, including Dana. Many believed that at one time Usman could even go up to light heavyweight and beat Jan Blachowicz. Well, now we can all say that probably wasn't going to happen. Khamzat Chimaev, the rising star and current undefeated UFC fighter, is looking for a fight at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi. This only means Usman vs Khamzat is finally happening, and this is the time and location of where it will all go down. Usman, Khamzat, and Dana have all talked about the potential of this fight happening. Dana mentioned Usman personally went to the UFC Performance Institute calling for this fight, saying he wanted to fight Khamzat in Abu Dhabi. Who knows if this is true or not, because we do know Dana likes to fabricate some stories, but if this is true, this is very interesting. We used to talk about the potential fight between Usman and Khamzat, and now it seems more likely than it ever has before. This fight most likely will happen at middleweight because Dana does not want Khamzat fighting at welterweight anymore. He believes he has hit the tipping point and should move to 185 pounds. I do think Khamzat will fight better at 185 pounds. This will be a good matchup for him since Kamaru Usman is already a welterweight fighter. Khamzat's last fight was against Kevin Holland, who he submitted in the first round. Kamaru Usman's last fight was against Leon Edwards, and he lost due to majority decision. I don't know if I like this fight for Usman. Usman did get knocked out by Leon Edwards in the second fight, where he lost his belt and then got beat up pretty bad in the third fight. We all see fighters throughout time that look unstoppable and then eventually hit a point where they cannot keep up with the fight game anymore. We've seen this in fighters like Tyron Woodley, who went on a 4-fight losing streak after losing his belt, Tony Ferguson, who is now on a 5-fight losing streak after being unstoppable for so long and having a 12-fight winning streak, Anderson Silva, who was the middleweight GOAT and then went on losing multiple fights after losing his belt to Chris Weidman. The point is, fighters eventually hit the breaking point in their career where age, opponents, and the abuse just eventually catches up to the fighter and they can no longer take the pain anymore. I'm not saying Kamaru Usman is going to lose 5 fights in a row, but I could see him lose this fight and then retire afterwards while he is still relevant. Only 0.5% of you are subscribed to the Double Move MMA channel. If you have enjoyed this video so far and enjoy MMA content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Back to the video. This fight is very interesting because we are still unknown about Khamzat. We know he is a very explosive fighter with insane wrestling and power. Khamzat always blitzes in the first round. He is constantly looking to take you down and submit you. But we have never seen Khamzat in a 5-round fight before. We don't know if Khamzat can even adapt in a fight and use his overall skill set. The last time we have seen Khamzat go the distance, he made many mistakes and showed that he is vulnerable. He was willing to exchange punches with Gilbert and take a lot of damage just to prove that he is a warrior. So you can say Khamzat is a crazy man, and that is what makes this fight so interesting. We could see Khamzat empty his gas tank in the first round to try and finish Usman. We could see Usman outlast Khamzat all 5 rounds and just outclass him in every department. We could also see Khamzat go all 5 rounds and dismantle Usman. Anything can happen in this fight. We don't know what Khamzat will look like at middleweight with an elite fighter. Usman could also perform better because he doesn't have to worry about weight cutting and keep most of his natural weight on. There are so many ways this fight can go, and it should be intriguing. In my opinion, I think this will be a retirement fight for Usman. I think Usman won't be able to keep up with Khamzat's pace and either get knocked out or submitted. I think Usman is a great fighter, but I believe his timing is coming to an end.